Listen, I live in Fitler Square, and I love Fitler Square. I personally think it's one of the most desirable neighborhoods in all of Center City Philadelphia, and I'm about to spend the next several minutes telling you everything that's wrong with it. Now, I am a realtor, and yes, I would love to sell you a home in Fitler Square, but I'd rather that you would know exactly what you're getting into, the full picture up front, rather than find out the hard way after you've already moved in. That's how we operate. Our team helps people relocate to Philly every single week, and the clients who are the happiest are always the ones who went in with both eyes wide open. So that's what we're doing today. No sugarcoating it, let's get into it. We'll start with some general observations, the things anyone shopping in Fitler Square should know going in. Then we'll get into my personal pet peeves, and make sure that you watch until the end, because what I really hate about Fitler Square might actually surprise you. Now let's start with one that catches a lot of people off guard. If you're picturing condo living in Fitler Square, one floor living, lock and leave, elevator access, all of that, you need to know something before you fall in love with this neighborhood. There are essentially only 2 condo buildings here. 2 in the entire neighborhood. Those 2 condo buildings are One Riverside and Locust Point, which are right next to each other. Fitler Square is overwhelmingly a townhome neighborhood. The housing stock is almost entirely 2- and 3-story row homes, and they're stellar, but if a condo is what you want, this neighborhood may quietly disqualify itself before you even start looking. And hey, if that's you, just send us an email. We work in this neighborhood literally every single week, and if you want a condo, we can help answer the question, can you find what you're looking for in this particular neighborhood, or do you have to go elsewhere? All right, next up, let's talk about flooding. Yes, flooding. Fitler Square is right next to the Schuylkill River, which does mean that flooding can happen, because it certainly has in the past. Now, it doesn't happen every year and not necessarily that often, and it doesn't affect the entire neighborhood. It normally affects a very specific slice of homes, the ones naturally closest to the river. We're talking the western edge, the river adjacent blocks. That's where the risk lives. These homes are generally in the FEMA flood zone. The rest of the neighborhood, not an issue. But if you are looking at homes on those westernmost blocks, this is a question that you need to ask directly, and you need to know exactly which properties have experienced it. That's exactly the kind of block level detail that makes the difference between a great purchase and a costly mistake. Now, this isn't a deal breaker for everyone. Obviously, people still live in flood zones, and they do it for good reason. However, it's something to be aware of. And here's one that surprises people too. A lot of buyers assume that because Fitler is quieter than Rittenhouse or further away, it must be a little cheaper. I understand that logic, but it's wrong. Fitler Square is priced right alongside Rittenhouse, comparable demand, really higher demand actually in most areas, and equally as expensive, because buyers who know Philadelphia know what Fitler Square is. And the inventory is thin. This is a small neighborhood. Listings don't come up often, and the good ones move really fast and often over list price. And some trade off market entirely. Our team helps people relocate to Philly every single week, and we've had clients ready to buy in Fitler Square who have waited months for the right home to appear. You're not getting a discount for choosing peaceful tranquility. You're competing for it, often against people who've been watching the neighborhood for a long time. So if you want to be in Fitler, you have to pay up, and you have to work with someone who actually knows the market. And if that's where you're headed, pause this video real quick and send us an email, chris@thephillyteam.com. We'll tell you exactly what's available, what's coming up that you don't know about off market, and what you need to know about before you start making offers. All right, this is where we're gonna get into my personal pet peeves, the honest things that I dislike about my own neighborhood. Yes, I live in Fitler Square, and these are the things that I do not like about Fitler Square. Fitler does not have abundant amenities. No convenience stores or pharmacies, only one grocery store at the periphery if you consider that in Fitler Square, few restaurants, few cafes, few coffee shops. And hey, don't get me wrong, this is one of the appeals of this area. It's more peaceful, tranquil, removed from the hustle and bustle of Rittenhouse. But sometimes you don't want to walk 20 minutes to be in the midst of that hustle and bustle. You want it right outside of your door or within minutes of a walk. Now, I'll be straight with you. Some evenings I walk outside and I want that energy. I want the options. I want to feel like I'm in the city. And Fitler is just quiet. And on those nights, honestly, part of me wishes that I lived in Rittenhouse. I think that's important for you to know, because you need to decide what kind of person you are before you choose where to live. All right, the next one is a bit interesting compared to what we just talked about with all the peace and tranquility and the quiet of Fitler. Fitler does get loud, but at least the freight train gets loud. And residents have complained about this for decades. There's a freight train that runs right along the Schuylkill River, and it is loud. Even when the train is just passing through, you hear it on the river adjacent blocks. But the real issue, the thing that residents really have been pushing back on for years, is when the train idles. CSX will park one of their massively long trains in Fitler and leave it running, sometimes for an extended stretch. And you hear it. On top of that, when the train is sitting on those tracks, just idling, it blocks one of the entrances to the Schuylkill River Trail. Now, Fitler does have a footbridge over the tracks, so you can still access the trail from this neighborhood, but you're losing one of your entry points while the train sits there for hours. Now, to be fully transparent, this is the western edge, the river adjacent blocks. You won't hear this in all of Fitler, and you get used to it anyway. After all, this is a city neighborhood and not the burbs. Personally, I sleep with a white noise machine and the noise blends in. But if you're looking at anything close to the river, stand on the block at different times of the day, do it more than once. You deserve to know what you're buying and if you're gonna be okay with it. All right, next up, and this is the thing that my family hates the most about Fitler Square. There's an ice cream truck that idles, and I mean idles, engines running, exhaust and all, right outside the Schuylkill River Park, right next to the kids' area. I don't know who authorized this. I don't know who still eats ice cream. Come on, this isn't the 60s. Now, if you're gonna idle in a kids' area, at least have an electric truck, 0 emissions. One day, I'm gonna start a petition and have this banned. Rant over. Now, I just spent several minutes telling you everything I don't love about my own neighborhood. It's not because I think you should cross Fitler Square off your list. I think the opposite. I think if you're considering move to Center City Philadelphia, Fitler Square definitely deserves serious consideration. And the only way to tell if it's the right call or not for you is to walk in knowing the full picture. So let me tell you what I actually love about living here and why I'm not planning to leave despite all these complaints. The Schuylkill River Trail is right outside my door. And in my opinion, it's one of the best outdoor amenities in all of Center City. Miles and miles of trail, the river, the park. The blocks are beautiful. And here's the thing most people don't realize until they experience it. Rittenhouse honestly isn't too far of a walk, and Uber is extremely convenient. All of that energy, all of the restaurants, all of the buzz is right there whenever you want it. You just come home to peace and quiet. Many of my clients end up deciding Fitler is actually more desirable than Rittenhouse for exactly that reason. It's not a trade-off. For the right person, it's the best of both. And it's priced accordingly, which tells you everything about what the market thinks of this neighborhood. Now, the right buyer is someone who generally values calm over energy, who loves the outdoors, who wants the city on their own terms, accessible when they want it, absent when they don't, and who understand what they're buying into is one of the most coveted, most residential pockets in all of Center City. But hey, don't take my word for it. Come and experience it yourself. Walk the blocks on a weekday morning and a Saturday night. Check the western edge near the river. Sit in the square. Walk to Rittenhouse and walk back. That experience will tell you more than this video can. And if you want someone who knows the neighborhood the way that I know it, because I actually live here, send me an email and we would love to help you out. We help people figure out if Fitler Square is the right neighborhood for them every single day, or if Rittenhouse is actually the better fit for you, or any neighborhood in between. And speaking of Rittenhouse, if you've been sitting here asking yourself which one is actually right, I did a full head-to-head breakdown video, Fitler Square versus Rittenhouse Square. The real differences, the lifestyle trade-offs, which kind of buyer belongs where, and the answer might genuinely surprise you. That video is linked right here. Watch it, check it out, enjoy.